everyone, and welcome to the second ever edition of Radio Faces podcast.
Recording live from somewhere.
Yeah, we're in an anonymous location, but some visitors this time. Why don't we go around and introduce ourselves again?
This is Louis Mallier.
Matt Chapin.
Aaron Malhotra, and who's here today?
Mr. Matt Nimmo.
Big Nims.
And Jamin Sabuda.
If you didn't hear that, that's Jamin and Matt Nimmo. We don't want them here. We want them to leave. They won't leave. No, I'm joking. Nimmo is here doing a baseball draft, and Jamin is the brains behind the operation. And they also are creative input as well. So,
Standard Monday night.
Sadly, yes, it is.
So quick thanks to everyone who listened to the first one. Got some good feedback, and hopefully you'll hear it into this one. Funniest feedback I got was, and I didn't even tell you guys this beforehand, was from my mom because I played it for her, and a couple minutes in, she told me to stop it, and she goes, "Where did you guys think of that name?" And I go, "Oh, Radio Faces." She goes, "No, podcast." And I go, "That's just I didn't know what to say." I said, "Well, what can you say?" So anyway, but that was funny. How was everyone's weekend?
Pretty good, actually. Worked most of it. I was really busy at the bar, but nothing too exciting. Chapin?
Yeah, saw Hunger Games. I think I was the only one out of us that did.
Actually, Nimmo did.
Oh, Big Nims.
Nimmo loved it.
Also, sorry. Definitely a good show. Did not read the books. I'm not a book reader, but it was crazy.
We talked about. I'm gonna guess it was a sold out theater.
Absolutely packed.
We talked. You said on Friday.
Saturday night. It's a little 7:40 action.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about this. I know yesterday in one of our chats or whatever, but it's 155 million opening weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Third highest opening weekend ever. First non-sequel in the top 10 of all time.
I actually went to look it up, and
it's
right.
true.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, it was all sequels.
It's nuts. And I saw this today. It doubled Avatar's opening weekend.
And Avatar finished what?
Pocahontas?
$1.5 billion?
Yeah, Pocahontas, Fern Gully, Avatar, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, pretty fucking nuts, if you ask me.
Sorry, quick question, Chapin. Was it mostly couples there, or was it like?
It was pretty dark.
Well, you walked in before it was dark.
No, actually I didn't. I was running around with a shit show trying to figure out tickets. Don't book tickets online. It's just not a good scenario.
Why?
It's a mess.
I had to email forward people, Cineplex, this movie theater. I don't know what was going on.
A lot of work.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds like starting a podcast.
A little bit. Then getting drinks. Of course, got to get jumbo drinks. Oh, it was crazy. Then I had to take a piss midway through the movie. You know what? It's just a bad combination. Other than that, the movie was great.
Wow. Well, my weekend was alright. I went up to Kingston, saw Dean and Kristen. It was fun. Talked about Hunger Games. I think they went to go see Hunger Games when I left.
Yeah.
And,
Everybody did.
Yeah, I did see Project X on the weekend.
Yeah.
I heard it sucked.
It's Hangover meets Superbad meets another.
Yeah, but those are good movies.
Yeah, but then tie in like Weekend at Bernie's or something. Cause it has Nimmo's laughing from the couch right now. I think because he just remembered a funny part from Weekend at Bernie's.
There was one, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go on to our regular now installment, I guess, of This or That. So let's begin that. Alright, so for those who have an idea of how to play at home, or those who don't know how to play at home, basically, This or That is I'm going to throw out some topics to Lou and Chapin, and we are going to tear them apart. We're going to dissect them, and we're going to see which ones, who wins the battle, I guess. Last week I think Lou
Throwdown?
Yeah, last week.
Lou had,
I had the Timbits.
Louis did win it last week.
Alright, so the first one, Rick Nash, Leaf or not, going into next season?
Definite Leaf. He's got to be there. I think they need that power forward up front. Team's pretty small without him, and I think that he'd be a great addition regardless. Canadian guy, Toronto guy, definite good addition.
I disagree. I think he will be a Leaf, but I don't think they need him. I don't think they need size at all. I think they have big guys in Kuhlman, Connolly, whatever. They're bigger guys that just might not be good. Now, I don't think scoring's a problem. They're top 10 in scoring. They need goaltending because nobody can save a puck in Toronto, and they need better defense. But I don't think goal scoring is their issue.
I'm going to go point with Chapin, only because I think he's going to be a Leaf, and I think they can use him. I think they can use so much.
Well,
that
I think anybody can
point.
use a 35-goal scorer. I think it's the last thing they need to dump the kitchen on is him.
Yeah, but we're not talking about just dumping the kitchen on him. Like
like
if
how you
Rick
dump the
Nash
kitchen
is
sink.
Yeah,
there,
I've never
dumping the
heard that.
kitchen.
Neither have I.
I've never heard that saying in my life.
Supposed to
Either-
be the kitchen sink, but
Yeah, the kitchen sink. Either way, they would be a much better team with him, and I don't think there's any debating that because they are
sure, anybody's a
almost
better
last
team
in
than
the
Nash.
division.
I think it's the same as if the Blue Jays got an all-star bat.
Okay,
but the last thing
for
they
sure.
need.
Nimmo from the bleachers, Rick Nash, a Leaf going into September or not?
I think with Rick Nash, I think he fits the profile for what Brian Burke's looking for. I just have a really gut feeling that they're going to get outbid like they did with Brad Richards, guys.
And I should
Guys
also
like that.
I should also point out we've lost Jamin. He's left. We're
Bedtime
hard
for
to
Jamin.
work with, and I think Jamin just fucking got sick of us. No, he had to go. He has a job that he is kicking ass at. He's doing in the morning, so he couldn't be here any much longer. But I think Jamin would have said go sense to that. So anyway, next, this or that. This Sunday, big day, huge day.
Sunday Red?
Sunday Rock, Sunday Cena, WrestleMania 28.
Oh.
And before you even answer,
Curveball.
I'm going to say I think this will be the highest grossing wrestling pay-per-view of all time. And I'm also going to say anyone who's listening to this goes, I don't care. I don't care that you don't care because I love wrestling.
Yeah, you can tell that because we've had 2 wrestling questions consecutive weeks. So I'm
It's a
assuming you
recurring
think
thing.
who is going to win?
Who's going to win? Biggest main event in history of wrestling.
Cena.
Nah, really? I think Rock will win. I just think that, I don't know, he's the big star. Everybody loves him, and they're going to give it a big WrestleMania. It's got to be The Rock.
And to clarify at home for those who don't know, basically the feud, very short. Rock left wrestling about 10 years ago. John Cena called him out for leaving for movies. Rock came back and said, heard you were calling me out.
Boom.
That's the feud. Nimmo, Rock or Cena? Nimmo says
Cena.
Cena.
That's it. That's my boy. For sure.
Flagship
So
guy,
much
he's the guy.
merchandise under that guy. You can't let him
Passing the
be
torch, just like they're talking about the whole Triple H Undertaker.
definitely put over this Sunday.
And we're sorry, I'm gonna go right into the next one. I think we all heard
Yeah.
Cena. There's a Cena, there's a Rock in there. The Hunger Games we talked about it kicked ass this weekend. Is it gonna have a better opening weekend than Dark Knight, which comes out this July? Dark Knight Rises, sorry.
Ooh, that's a tough question. I don't know. I think that they won last. They were like top 3 last time, right? Or,
Top 10 for sure.
Dark Knight
They're-
Rises is Dark Knight is number 2 of all
Right.
time.
for sure.
I think no. I think Dark Knight will be higher because not only was there so much hype for number 2, which we obviously saw the sales, but it also ended up being an amazing movie, which might be one of the best sequels of all time. So I think that hype, it's probably gonna. I think it'll break records. I think it'll be number 1.
Have you guys seen a trailer for it?
Yes,
You have seen a trailer
It's
for
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it? Those
it's
trailers, I have
football
not seen it, so I'll
fields
definitely have to
blowing
check it
up
out.
and
Yeah, I mean,
Those trailers sell those movies. That trailer last time for The Dark Knight was just phenomenal.
this one might be
Heath Ledger dying gave it a lot of hype too.
Exactly. And that was sort of my follow-up thing was I don't know if unless Anne Hathaway wants to go ahead and die and raise some publicity for
Oh,
this movie.
that's bad karma, man. If that happens, you're gonna have to
she's
If I haven't
sexy,
said that,
too.
we need Jamie back to
No,
edit
she's
that out. But
definitely
anyway,
sexy.
okay. I think it's gonna kick ass. I think it's gonna actually pass to Hunger Games, but it's out July. and I wanna
most
see
of this
it.
podcast, if we're talking about the Hunger Games, I don't
Yeah,
know.
sorry. I hope we had
I don't
a
know
lot
what
of
the genre of
teenage
this is supposed
female
to be.
listeners.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. No more Hunger Games. But speaking of hunger, P-Star pizza or pasta? What's better?
Pizza. Pepperones?
I don't know, pepperoni.
Are you kidding me? You have pizza every night of the week, and you're telling me
actually,
that
give
you're
it
not
up
Jamie
for
going
went
to
to
lunch,
the
that?
too.
kitchen full of pizza. If anyone,
You know the
I'm
guy's
gonna say
name.
pasta. Just
I'm shocked you're
Why?
saying.
Are you serious?
I
Just
ordered
to be
pizza
different.
because there's
Yeah.
nothing else to order at 2:00 in the morning. If I could order,
There's stuff you can
pasta,
order. It's
You
not
couldn't
food.
make pasta.
I could, yeah, but that's the thing. I don't want to make it. So if I could phone a dish of rigatoni, I would do it, but I can't.
Nemo, I'm not gonna ask which one's better. I'm gonna ask if you think Lou's full of shit right now. Does he prefer pizza over
Lou
pasta?
absolutely prefers pizza.
Oh, come
100%.
on. It's because it's easy and lazy. It's not because it's better.
Lou
Do you know
just
the
got
guy's name?
minus 10 points there. Apparently we were keeping track of points.
I guess so.
Okay, and the final one, Tiger Woods,
There we go.
Sunday. Yesterday came back.
Love it.
I think Chapin won a drink.
Tiger
Did
Woods,
he come
y'all.
back or was he winning anyway?
When I mean came back, I just mean in
Oh,
general.
yeah,
but
okay.
The this or that portion is it a resurgence or is it an anomaly? And by anomaly, I mean is it a freak occurrence or is this And if you guys are, you know what, we're just gonna keep that as an inside joke between us. But this is actually my question: resurgence or anomaly?
Resurgence. I don't think he was ever gone, especially when he has the lead. I bet anything that he was there. I won Kool-Aid off of a buddy from him. So, he's there. He's gonna go into the Masters weekend, and I think that he's odds-on favorite as he always is. I think he was probably almost the favorite before he won this week. So, Tiger's the man.
It's a resurgence for sure, but to say he was always there as a stretch, the guy has been terrible for the last 2 years. I think he's got his shit in order. He's got his health in order. He just gave up trying to, be the good guy, and now he's just gonna be, listen, I fuck strippers. That's what
I don't think he was ever trying to be the good guy during
he
that
was.
period
He was trying to
of
be
time.
secretive.
No, he didn't. He does not care.
Nimmo, does Woods have a shot at the Masters?
I think Woods right now is the absolute favorite to win the Masters.
You
He's
see that?
looking the beast.
You've heard it. All you bettors out there, Mike Mallon, bet on Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
Ooh, Malin will bet on McIlroy for sure.
All right, so that's it for this or that. We're now going to get into what we started last week, which was our win and fail. And basically, we're going to go around. Last week, what was our win? What was our fail? And I'm going to start it off right now. My win is they are redoing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Were you guys fans?
Absolutely.
Definite fans.
I had the
blimp.
costumes and everything.
I had the blimp, like G.I. Joes and those things. I know you're talking about different movies.
It probably no show defined my childhood or probably any of our childhoods more than that. I mean, it was.
Saved by the Bell, yes.
Yeah, I don't think they're making that movie. And if they are,
We're certainly showing our
It should be.
heterosexuality in this
Yeah,
podcast
this
here.
this
We're
podcast
going
really needs
like
to be
Twilight
categorized.
Talk's up next.
Yeah, I'm not. This is turning into The View. But anyway, my fail actually is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie because I heard Michael Bay is fucking directing it, and I'm not hating on Michael Bay. I'm not going to pretend like I know enough on Michael Bay to hate him, but I've heard these turtles are now going to come from outer space, like Optimus Prime did. It's not going to be ooze in the sewer. They're going to come from a planet, and it's not going to make sense. And April O'Neil's probably going to be an alien.
So
and
where
not
does
some smoke
Splinter come
show.
from then?
I don't even know if there is a
Who's playing
Splinter.
Casey Jones?
Who the hell's Casey Jones?
Oh, when you ask who is Casey
I don't
Jones,
even remember.
That should
Are
be
you
my
for
fail.
real?
Are you kidding
I don't
me?
even remember.
Do you know a golf club baseball bat? He was a fucking
I think he
man.
even had a hockey stick in the back of that bag.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
For the
who it is.
Canadian fans.
All right.
Okay, Lou, win, fail?
Win of the week, Roger Goodell, Commissioner, NFL, pretty much fined everybody that ever wore a New Orleans Saints uniform. He even suspended the general manager, which I don't know how that's possible because he can still make a phone call. But good for him. They're, trying to kill their players in the league. It's really against protocol, and it had to be stopped quickly. My fail was the broadcast of the St. Louis Cardinals game on Sunday where they decided to not have the guy's name who they pinch ran at third base, maybe because they didn't know, maybe because they didn't care. So in the graphic they decided to put minor league guy.
And for those who haven't seen it, this was a graphic that you normally would see the player's name. It just says minor league guy.
Or an MLB The Show.
Literally. minor league
Exactly. It's worth seeing, and if you type in minor league guy, it'll come up on Google. That's a great
That's
fail.
awesome. My win of the week goes out to Paul Bissonnette. There is not a better tweeter out there. He has an ongoing.
Nasty.
Bisnasty's dirty. He
2.0.
should have a reality show. I would definitely watch that. He goes back and forth with Evgeny Malkin. Just a
Is
quick
Malcolm
tweet.
good on Twitter?
He's back and forth, but I think he's on Twitter because of Bissonnette. And he goes, "Hey, at Malkin71, 10 shots on goal tonight. It must be because your parents are in town. You eating homemade borscht before games? Hashtag Russia. He's just a beauty." And my fail.
If anyone
is,
doesn't follow Biznasty 2.0 at home,
Absolutely do
follow
it.
Biznasty. It's worth
100%.
getting Twitter.
He has like
for.
2 million
Sure.
followers.
2 million.
Him and
followers.
That
Logan
might
Morris
be
are
a
the two
stretch.
guys
It
I
might
would
be
say
130,000.
I was
I
going to
don't
say
know.
2 million might be a stretch, but we're going to go with it. We make up stats.
Him and
here.
Logan
Yeah,
Morrison.
that's fine.
Those are two you want to follow.
Yeah, and my fail is any of the people that dropped Tiger Woods sponsorship-wise. I understand at the time,
one.
but whatever. Come on, like you could have just not said anything or not put him in commercials because, he's just cash.
And who are some of the guys that dropped him?
Accenture, American Express, Tag, like big money
Nike
companies.
was the only one to keep him, I think,
Nike
pretty
was
Nike knows what's up.
Nike had everything based on them though. So either way, good for Tiger for winning.
Good for the sport, good for the podcast, and it brings another one to an end.
Good for the
Parting
gander.
shots, guys?
Oh, you guys have a good week.
Parting words?
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll try to brush up on our Twilight trivia for next week.
Well done. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks again to everyone who listened. Nimo, final words?
Have a good week, everybody.
Nimo says have a good
Boom,
week.
from the cabin.
And he says, fuck Scott Matheson in the hockey pool this week. He did say that.
He actually did.
Everyone, thanks so much and have a great week. Bye for now.